text messages right now, much less sign up for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Do you
really
know,
having to
though,
pay
I
attention to
think,
my
Randy,
phone
that
lately.
there is a lot of value in knowing that sometimes we buy courses and programs and we were never meant to actually do them. They were like the catalyst to focus on the other thing that we actually needed to do. And then after we bought it, we realized it was the wrong choice, but it was like the momentum to get you back on the right track.
Yeah.
And also, it's always, for me, it's always like a pause of, are you becoming a learning junkie because you're avoiding work? Or is this person offering a skill to fill a gap that you're missing or struggling with right now?
Yeah.
Can somebody just drop the mic right now on that?
I know, right? Louder for the people in the back. The thing is that the 2 full programs that I have not really started yet, I know will help me. For me, it's been because I'm running 3 businesses right now. Like I've got the bookkeeping and fractional CFO stuff, which is very service oriented and takes up half the month or longer right now. And then there's also the coaching programs, and there are 2, and they were both created within 6 months of each other. So I've been crazy with that and learning how to write copy and all that. So it's not necessarily that I don't think that those programs will help me. I think they will. It's just that I really have not been able to create the time to face them because I want to commit to it and I can't.
What's wrong with being able to say out loud that I have these when they become the priority and it's okay, they're not my priority right now?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I don't want to sign up for any more free shit right now because I already have other shit that I need to deal with.
I just had, it's so fresh because I had this conversation with myself this week. I was beating myself up over something and I was like, Tiffany, what's wrong with this not being a priority right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there isn't because it's not my priority.
Yeah. And I have totally had that learning junkie conversation with myself over the last like 8 months. Cause I'm like, I'm just so excited. I want to know it all, but like, chill.
Yeah. And like, it's the whole like analysis paralysis. I same. It seems like a lot of people are launching right now too. So there's a lot of free classes that you can get distracted
it's spring
with.
cleaning.
Yeah.
People are launching into
lots of squirrels happening.
Yeah. Well, it's like I feel like there are so many like such smart thought leaders out there, and I just want to absorb everything that they know. But like I do have to remember my own capacity. You know, not just time, but like how much really can you absorb if you're trying to absorb it all, you know?
Right. It is such a balance.
And it's like, what's the point of learning it if we're not going to be able to have the time, the space, or the intention to implement it?
Right.
Because that's really where the impact happens. And if we're also not being discerning, right? Like you mentioned, am I doing this to avoid doing the thing? Right.
Right.
But it's with discernment.
I've been doing
am I finding where I'm filling the gaps? Right. Am I finding where I'm filling the gaps so that I'm able to implement this because there is a goal that this is going to get me closer to?
I love that you said that. I don't know about you ladies. Do you ladies ask yourself before you go into anyone's event, like set your intentions of what you want out of it? Like, why am I showing up to this? What do I want to walk away from? That has made the world of difference for me because there's some things that I go to, not because I care about the content, but I want to meet the people that are in that room. Yeah. And then there's other times where it's like, I want to learn. I'm coming to this because I want to learn X, Y, and Z.
I think part of it for me too is once I start hearing the same thing over and over again, I feel like I love that because then I'm like, okay, like I've locked this in. I know it. I get it now. So sometimes I'll just sign up for, workshops, like because I can just listen while I work and it's kind of locking in stuff I already know. Yeah,
I have a question for you guys.
Something might as well be educational, right?
Yeah. Well, so my question is, when y'all sign up for all the free classes during the launches and everything, do y'all unsubscribe after? Because I feel like my inbox is like stressing me the fuck out right now because I'm on everyone's list and I can't I can't keep up with the emails, but they're all like client emails are getting lost in all of the marketing emails.
I have a separate email for that. I have my personal and my business.
I have a separate email for my personal growth.
I have like 16 email accounts.
Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4.
And I don't feel guilt about unsubscribing to people that aren't meant for me.
Yeah, me neither. And I always say thank you when I see somebody unsubscribe from my email list. I'm like, thank you for choosing what it is that you need in your life. That I'm not your person. That's okay.
I used to really get like let it be a mind fuck when people unsubscribed, but not anymore.
Well, the way my back-end system is set up, I can't even, unless I really go digging for it, I can't even tell when someone unsubscribes, because when they unsubscribe from one funnel, they're still on my house list. So that's really, unless I'm really digging into the funnels and where I might be losing someone. And I don't have a very big email list because I just started it in like October. So I think there's only like 120 people on it, So, but they're all...
Don't you start with that only shit.
Oh, I've spent some money to fucking get those people, though.
They are valuable.
Then don't you only it? I'm with
free quiz.
If you had 100 people in a room.
That free quiz cost me money. A lot of money.
Don't put baby in the corner.
Yeah. But I don't ever notice like when I lose them in a funnel, because unless I'm like really focused on that funnel for any length of time, because they end up staying on the house list. So they're still getting my weekly email. They just got out of a funnel. So I don't even notice. So I shouldn't feel bad about unsubscribing from someone's funnel. Is that what y'all are saying? Because they're probably not even going to see it.
It's called healthy boundaries.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The first time I put out an email like to nurture, it was just like a kind of a coaching email, right? That's when I had the most unsubscribes, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not doing that again. Like that was the thought. And then I haven't, like, it must be still there in my brain because I haven't really done a lot of that nurturing. I haven't gone back to I don't nurture my email list.
I've only just started, Jen. Like I have committed to writing one email per week, like one.
I need to do that.
Whatever is inspiring me. Like sometimes it's a James card. Sometimes it's a law of attraction card that I pull for the day that like, I'll be like, oh, I want to write about that.
I have a
stack here of all my cards I've pulled for the last week that I'm like, there's something in there for when I have writer's block, And so
wow, I just put them at the bottom, but that's a great idea.
I only just started doing that last week. But because it's been my intention to be writing copy last week, or mainly more this week than last week, but I've been dealing with all my clients who are like stragglers and costing me money. My clients who pay me are costing me money right now. So prices are going up. So yeah, like, but I've been trying to commit to writing those emails on Tuesdays. And that way they're still seeing me in their inbox once a week, even when I'm not launching.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I shouldn't wonder why people don't buy from me in my email list, because it's the only time I really talk to them. They're like,
okay, that is a really crappy way to treat folks. Just saying.
Like I said, I only just started this. I only have like...
That's the people I unsubscribe to.
I just started this a month ago.
What I am going to do is, since I'm moving and with the new email thing, I need to move over to my email system. She said just do 100 at a time. And so I'm going to start moving them 100 at a time and start communicating and offer some free stuff and really start nurturing them as they move over to the new platform. But
can I share what I'm doing to help get over my block of sending emails?
Yes, please.
Of course.
I have a weekly email. It's called Monday Thoughts from Tiff. And it really is, it's a picture of me usually from my weekend, so that I'm like being a human and really sharing Tiffany and not just like expert Tiffany. And I share like something that popped up and was resonating with me that Monday morning when I was typing. And I always tie it back to a lesson or something I encourage them to like think about or go do differently in their day. And it's truly just a message from me to them from my heart about whatever it is that I'm going through in my own life. And that way, when I do go to sell or send things that have stuff in it, like I know that
We
I'm
know
not
you.
just
like they know
always
you.
asking.
We know you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
And
love
so,
that.
and that message has
Have you
my
had some
highest open
feedback?
rate.
Like, have people said that they replied back to you and engaged at all?
3 humans have it collectively
Yay.
over time said that, like, I really appreciate this. And like,
Love that.
I really appreciate your vulnerability, or that was a really great tip. And it is the email that has the highest open rate of any email that I send. It usually sits around like 60% open rate, whereas everything else is between that like 29 and 34%. And so
I do.
Okay, well, maybe
I do
won't wait
something
till
similar, Tiffany, like on my business side, like on the bookkeeping fractional CFO side of things, like for my business clients. I just wrote an email to them on Tuesday about deathbed regrets because my dog died. And so it got me really, I was thinking about, you know, regrets that I have of ways that I wished I would have done differently when she was still here. But then it got me really curious about what are their biggest regrets when they're lying on their deathbed? And so I found the 5 most common themes and I wrote a blog about it. And then I sent it out to that group about emails and shared all this personal stuff. And I've already had 2 or 3 people respond with lengthy emails about grief and, you know, like about their own regrets and this and that. And so, yeah, I mean, I agree that when you can show who you are and show your vulnerable side and show that you don't always sometimes like have it together, because that's what we portray as experts is like, I got my shit together, but you know what? Papa's vet bills cleared out, completely depleted my emergency fund, and I'm a fucking finance person. So I'm starting over. And I shared that with them. I'm like, you have to, when you're going to fall down, and when you do, it's how you get back up, you know?
Right.
And people love that shit. Like,
and it allows me to just write without worrying if it's going to resonate and if it's going to lead to a sale. Like, because there's a lot of energy that goes into copy for conversion, right? And sometimes it's not always what you said originally. You have to rewrite it in a different way to like get those things in. And so like it really freed me. Sometimes it's the only email I send in a week. And like you said, Randy, like it just helps people see you as a person and go, oh my God, me too.
Yeah, and it's
oh my
kind
God,
of like
me
an
too.
online
But
journal.
she does look like she has it together. So what she's doing must be working. Like,
yeah. But it's like an online journal in a way. Like, obviously, I wouldn't share my journal that I keep to myself with the audience, but like, it just keeps you real and not salesy, you know? One thing that I wanted to tell you that I have started doing that has really helped me out a lot with the writing, whether it's sales or not, is a lot of times I'll get all of these ideas either in the shower. We talked about the shower to-do list notepad thing, but also while I'm driving when I can't sit down and write it out. So I've been taking my voice note thing on my phone and just speaking it as a recording. And then it's so much easier to sit down and actually type it out, because the idea as the fresh stream of consciousness, you've recorded it, it stays true to what you were thinking in the first place. So that's been helping me a lot too.
Nice.
Just in case y'all want to try that.
Thank you for sharing that.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I gotta email the CPA. Love y'all.
Yep, I'm getting to work.
We are all muting today, and I shared 2 links just now. I did a typing sounds video. One's on YouTube, so if anybody's watching this from YouTube, it'll take you off here, so don't use that one. If you're on YouTube, use the Canva one, because it won't take you off of this screen. But if you're not on YouTube, then you can click on the YouTube one. I'm
Real
proud
quick,
of
while
this
it's on my
video.
heart, I just want to say thank you for you ladies sharing your like little nuggets and wisdom today. They were good.
Yay. You too, Mama.
Yeah, thank you. You too. Gosh, I love having y'all in my life.
Aw, same here. Why didn't that work? I'll do it this way. Okay, muting. All right, we're gonna end it here. I hope everybody got everything done. Y'all can stay on if you want. I'm just ending the stream. Thanks for coming.